The world is agonizing. Millions of people face serious problems. Crises threaten their lives, present and future, as well as the whole of humanity. Ignorance and oppression. 800 million illiterate people on Earth, 68% of them women. Occupation and wars. 40 million people are refugees due to war, internal conflict, and occupation. Unemployment and lack of resources. 6.6% of the world's labor force is unemployed, and the numbers are increasing. Poverty and hunger. 20% of the world's population are below the poverty line. These problems cannot be solved without tapping into the human feelings common to all. 39% of families do not have any way to overcome their financial distress. 78% of families are supported by women, which often means they live in abject poverty. WAFA Financial Resources, based in the UK, raises living standards by helping individuals become entrepreneurs and obtain loans. WAFA Human Resources, based in Indonesia, fights ignorance through free education. WAFA Women's Resources, based in Austria, specializes in building women's capacity for self-development by counteracting the effects of war, occupation, and dysfunctional family relations. WAFA Lend is helping people raise their standards of living by facilitating their access to the credit needed to establish small enterprises, and thus partially solve their problems and build a better life. WAFA Human Resources provides full and partial free educational and training scholarships, providing Palestinian students with significant discounts through partnerships with universities, colleges, and other institutions. WAFA Women's Resources focuses on building the capacity of Palestinian women, giving special priority to the most vulnerable and marginalized group, women heads of household. We seek to rehabilitate women psychologically and train them on self-development. John is a young man who lives in Indonesia and specializes in auto mechanics. He dreams of establishing a workshop to enable him to support himself and his family, and therefore send his children to school. John studied what would be needed to start an auto repair business. He sought help in vain from different parties. Finally, he found the best solution, WAFA Lend. He visited one of the field partners for WAFA Lend and explained his needs. The field partner published John's story on the organization's website, spreading the word to people around the world who want and are able to help fulfill the dreams of others in the form of small loans. Once enough money was collected for John, the field partner delivered it and John was able to open his enterprise. John repaid the borrowed amount after his business began flourishing. Another case in point is Samuel, who lives in Ethiopia. He now has his own fruit stand, thanks to WAFA. Salem lives in Al-Quds and still needs help to achieve his dream of establishing his own enterprise. You can put a smile on his face by loaning money through WAFA.